This is room number 2029, 2029, the kid camp. To get into these rooms here, I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. So there's a wristband here. I think the adults only get these. What you do is, I think they have like a RFID inside. You just tap it on the door, and then from there, the door will unlock and open. You'll hear it trill as well. So here, I will flip. And then here's our door, right? Simple, just so you can kind of see. 2029 kid camp. Come, touch here, see it turns green. It made a little trilling sound as well. Turns red to show that it's now locked. Here we are, we're walking right into the room. Here's our first view. Obviously my kids are here. I got little boy, little girl, and my wife, and then we do have this balcony out here, so let's explore that here soon. So over here on the right hand side, as soon as you walk into the door, you got this tall area here. I'm sure you can put some tall bags up there, but as you can see, there's one extra pillow, there's one comforter, like heavy sheet, then there are regular bed sheets here. Right now we just got some things hanging, but there is also like your standard hangers here for like shirts, and then you got your hangers here that are meant for like pants and whatnot. Do not disturb, hibernating in our den. That's kind of cute, right? Here's a baggie as well. This suitcase here is like a medium size, I would say, probably like 2 foot tall. So like this cubby area, as you can tell, is rather large. Here's the front door. As you can see on the front door, hibernation hours 11 p.m. to 7 p.m. 7 a.m. that is. So just try to be quiet. Guests under the age of 18 must be accompanied by an adult parent during the hibernation hours. So keep that in mind. Plus it's smoke-free. Evacuation plan here as well. Fun, right? Okay, all right, here we go, going into the bathroom. So let me back up. So this is right here, front door. As we walk in, let's see. So first off, that I don't see is any kind of shampoo or conditioner. I do see that there is some soap here. Soap. It's kind of cute, I guess, because it's shaped in like the paw print. Yeah, paw print. That's kind of neat. But there's only one of these. And like I said, there's no shampoo. There is a little, I guess, like floor mat towel that you put down. There is this, what is it, clothesline? And if you didn't know that, now you do. You just take this, pull it across, and hook it over here. You got your shower head, then standard type of shower tub configuration where you just pull the tab up to let the water come out of the shower head. So here I'm going to pull this closed so we can see. Here on the shower curtain you can see the paw print, which again is really cool. There's a lot of wood here, as you would expect, but there's this nice wood box here, 6 towels, and then 4 washcloths. There's a commode, toilet, anything back here? Nope, just a little hanger here on the door. So let's step out. As you can see, here is the sink here. Now, one thing that catches my eye right away is this wood that's up here. I like that a lot. Again, there's going to be a lot of wood here. As you can imagine, this is supposed to be like a cabin, right? And then over here, we have our dryer. From my experience, these dryers aren't really great, so you may want to bring your own. Just plugs into here, a socket. We got hand towels, 2 of them here, light switch. There is the paw print again. Here's our sink. Here is where they put the shampoo and body lotion. Again, no conditioner. And then another facial bar. So, well, I guess it does say conditioning shampoo. So there's that. Okay, why it's over here, I don't know, but it is. That's not really standard from what I've seen at other resorts and hotels that we've stayed at. It's a pretty nice sink as well. Name brand cooler. So this is a nice granite top as well. This is not fake. Then you got tissues here. There's a lot of room underneath if you look at it. So as I said, this suitcase here is about like 2 feet tall. So underneath, there's tons of room. Honestly, you could probably play some hide and seek under there if you wanted. Now let's look at more of the room. So as mentioned, this is the kid camp. So kid camp. kids, I think that you are going to love this spot. So as you can see here, like you got this ventilation up here, which is interesting. It must be some part of the engineering to make sure that it doesn't get too hot. But as you can tell, it looks like a giant tent. This is plastic, hard plastic, it feels like. Down here, some of the things that you can see, I guess it's supposed to be like a map, and then maybe a sleeping bag, suitcase with some grass down there. Pretty cool. It looks like it's all tied back. Same thing with like your window shades. So we will step inside here. So this is cool already. Look at this. First thing that catches my eye, obviously, is the TV. So we got a little TV here, just plugged in. Again, you have another outlet, so I guess if you wanted to do maybe a Roku stick, maybe that could work. Or maybe Amazon Fire, if anybody uses those anymore. But you have the ability here to use this TV, and it is a little bit on the swivel mount, so you can move around a little bit, it looks like, to make sure everybody can see it. But as you can see here on the bunk bed, take these steep steps. They're very steep, but they are thick and they're pretty wide. This is about like 2x4s, I think. So takes you up top. Hi, that's Campbell, and it's her birthday today as well. Behind her, you can see on the wall, there's a picture of an oar, which is a fun detail because we're inside the tent.
Kinda like under it, but you can't really see.
You can't really see, but there's another one behind it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Behind the bed.
Oh,
yeah.
Neat. Cool. Okay, so we are inside of the tent, right? So here up on the ceiling here, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. I'm trying to make it work.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's hard to see. Okay. Yeah, here, let's try to turn it off maybe. Oh, you could probably see it there for a moment whenever I turned off. Okay, let's do it again. See? Yeah, that's kind of cool. So like there's like a moon and whatnot. I guess it glows for a moment. But then you can see outside here, that's what it's supposed to look like outside the tent. Then let's see what's underneath for any surprises. Oh, see, I see a pretend backpack there on the wall, some binoculars hanging, and then there's a little guy there. I don't know his name. Well, maybe we'll find out by the end of this trip. And then he's got a little walking stick, and there's a guitar as well. And then, oh, there's one behind me, Campbell says. Oh, yep. I'm going to go sit down onto the bunk bed here, and I almost fell. I guess I wasn't expecting that. But, oh, here, you know what? So, I am on the bunk bed right now. Yeah, I'm in my sweatpants. I'll say that it's actually kind of comfy. Oh, this pillow is comfy. Like, I could probably legitimately sleep here. So, I am like 5'8", 5'9", whatever you want to say. Right now, I can fit into this bunk bed underneath. That means I can fit up top as well. But laying flat, I could fit. I think I could make this work if I had to. Not ideal. Like, we got a bigger bed for the adults, right? But I think I could do this. My feet are down near the bottom right now, but I'm also sitting straight up right now. So I don't know about you, but I grew up with a bunk bed, and my brother, he was younger, and he had to have the bottom bunk. Well, as he got older, he became too big, almost bigger than me, but I didn't want to give up the top bunk. But he would always wake up and hit his head on to the top here, right? So my head is not hitting. I could put like, what, a full fist here. Now if I sit super straight, I still am not touching. So there's tons of room here as well underneath the bed.
I can show you how to get
Let's
up
see.
and down it.
How to get up and down it?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to show it? Okay.
It's kind of hard to get up and down, and mostly really hard to get down. So
Yeah.
that's how you get up.
That's how you get up. And then how do you get...
It's harder to get down.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of like hold it, and then here you have to like reach down to the bottom of the
See, I actually think that's a good tip, and actually that's the proper way to go down a ladder. You don't want to face outward, you want to face toward the bed. So let's just look up here. Obviously there's tons of room as well, and again the pillows are soft and comfy. That brown soft sheet on top. So here, let's keep walking. Oh, and do you know what? I did not really show this, but here's another little friend here. I don't know her name, but she has a net, pink little bow. And then if we look right above her, there's another window. We see a blue jay, a frog, then there is that butterfly. Do you see the butterfly? There's the butterfly. Okay. All right, here. Now that we looked at the sink area, let's look over here where there is a standard like drink fridge. Everybody knows these fridges never get cold, not cold enough at least, but they're at least cold to keep most things at least cool. So we brought a couple little snacks with us, which you can bring whatever you need to bring as far as like drinks go, whether that is Gatorade, water, adult drinks as well. You can bring that and save yourself a lot of money. Here we have a microwave, and here, let me turn on the light. So we've got a little ice bucket here. Again, the wood beam that goes across. We have a microwave as well, which is actually a really nice feature, right? It's a smaller microwave, but still plenty big for if you have to do macaroni and cheese or hot dogs or whatever your kids need to have to eat. There is some coffee here, so we got some dark roast by Cafe Valet, 2 of those, then some dark roast decaf. I'm assuming this is decaf. I don't know. Doesn't say. Well, either way, you got some coffee here, some cups, and some water cups as well. I'm assuming that this gets all replenished. Here's the coffee maker here. I assume that you just fill up with water. You take one of these cups here, slide it in, is my guess. And then from there, you press start. After you plug it in, of course. Again, a lot of room underneath. So if you bring some big suitcases, 2 foot, 3 foot tall, should fit underneath there. So tons of storage here. There's a trash can as well. Oh, we're getting another demonstration. Look at that. I bet you Jack could almost stand up straight underneath there. He's a little bit too tall, I think. Oh, yeah, he's about 40 inches tall. Yep, almost. Here we are. We're going to walk into the main room now from where the tent was. From Kids Camp. And here you go. We have a queen-size bed. I was thinking it was going to be king, but queen-size bed. Another outlet here. Outlets are so important, right? Over here, a little panel here for you to change your temperature here for your air conditioning and heat. We've got a bedside table here. This is kind of nice little upgrade, but you do have your 2 outlets, and then you do have 2 USB ports here as well. I'm not really sure what this 10 amp auxiliary is for, so I don't know, maybe there's someone that requires that. I don't know, but there's USB here. There's a lamp, bedside lamp. Click, turn on. Above the bed, you do have like a nice deer portrait here. It looks like an oversized bed, if you will, a kid's bed almost, with this type of headboard. 3 pillows that came on the bed. The bed itself, there's fireflies on the lamp. Here, let's look at the other lamp, since I haven't got over there yet. You know what? I think you're right. Yeah. They are fireflies and maybe bumblebees. Little stickers. That's a fun touch. Over here there is a clock. People that have ever been to Disney know that you will never see a clock there at Disney for whatever reason. But there is a clock here with some USB ports on top and 2 regular standard plugs there. There is a standard phone, right, corded, and then again more plugs, 1, 2, then the USB ports there. Very, very cool. Here is a couch. It's also a pull-out couch as well. I think it sleeps 1. So full. Oh, it's a full size bed. Oh, okay, full size bed. It's actually pretty comfy, kind of squishy. Like I could bounce off the back. I don't know if I was a kid. Actually, when my kids figure this out, they're gonna keep bouncing off of it. But the couch itself is kind of comfy. View of the TV. The TV was already on. This must be all the friends. A lot of the friends that we're gonna see around the resort here. Again, this is my first time, our family's first time at Great Wolf Lodge. But these are probably gonna be all the friends that we're gonna see around the resort itself. Maybe some of the ones that we saw back there on the wall. But as you can see, there's a good distance here. There is this chest here. It's supposed to be like an ottoman. And let's see, I don't know. It doesn't open. It almost looked like it did. Like I swore. Okay, well that's fine. I didn't really see a reason for it to open up, but yeah. So that does not open up, this ottoman, at least from what we could tell. And I'm sure they don't want you trying that either. Then we got this cool picture here. Out here on a lake. Right, out here on a lake, there's these canoes. Something that is really weird to see, which I don't really understand it, is this house. You probably see this house too. It does not fit in this picture, so I don't know why they did that. Like it's not even on the land. Like it's even like here in the water. So that's that portrait. Your air conditioning unit as well. A lamp that has a little switch up underneath the shade. Then we have our curtains. But before we go out onto the balcony to look at that, here is your safe. So your safe 4-digit system here. You can see how deep it is. It's not very deep, but it's probably deep enough to carry, well, to take care of most of your items. Here is a lampshade here. The lampshade, I don't know, it has some words in it. And when it was over, he ran up to the tooth and said, okay, so it's a whole story, and I don't really know what it's about, but it's an entire story here that's around this lampshade. So I don't know if you know what story this is. Go ahead and leave a comment. Otherwise, if you want to sit here and read the entire story yourself, be my guest. I'm not going to do that. There's a switch down here to activate the lampshade. There's the table, 2 little chairs. We did get our paw pass. So the paw pass here, and as you can see, maybe you can see, oh, it's not cooperating with me, but it's 1 Magic Quest game or 1 Shadow Quest game, 1 standard Magic Quest 1 Topper or Belt, 1 game of bowling at 10 Paw Alley, 1 admission to Hollywood XD Theater, 1 game of Atomic Rush, 20-point arcade game card, 1 12-ounce candy cup with serving of bulk candy, and 1 scoop of ice cream. Then there's some discounts as well. So that's pretty cool, and there's like an expiration date down there on the bottom that they wrote. So we got 3 of these. We got 2 kids here, but our daughter, because it's her birthday today, that her friend is going to be coming here with us. So she'll be here later, but we had got one for her friend. And we also decided to purchase breakfast as well, these breakfast vouchers. So these vouchers, they're just used to redeem breakfast packages at the buffet or full service a la carte restaurant. So we purchased these as well. These have an expiration on them. But adults, 2 kids, well, 2 adults, 2 kids, that's what it's written for. So I think we just take these and just use them kind of like vouchers, right? So, well, I guess it is a voucher, right? So those vouchers. So we did purchase those as well. Everything for this trip, we just want to make sure that everything was very simple for us. Again, additional drawers, more drawers, more drawers. Yep, all these are just standard drawers. A lot of depth as well. One thing that I will say about these rooms is there's a lot of space to put things. So a family of 4, even with like older kids, or I guess maybe even if you have a small child, like an infant, and you have to carry things like bouncers or like even your the pack and play kind of setup. There's plenty of room here, and I bet you could probably even ask for the pack and play. But regardless, there's so much room in here. There's all this room over here as well if you need to hide some back there. One thing is you can't hide anything underneath these beds. So I don't know if you can see that, but it's solid. So you can't hide anything underneath there. There's some room up underneath those as well. So that's a whole view of the inside. Let's take a quick look outside onto the balcony. We're going to pull back the curtain. One downside is this curtain does not have the secondary curtain like you would see at most hotels. Yeah, like you would see at most hotels, to where it's like a privacy screen. You may know what I'm talking about, but there's not one of those, so it's either all or nothing sort of thing. But here, door is open, simple latch. We're going to step out here real quick. I'll take my time. So we are on the second floor, again, 2029, and we could probably see our neighbors here if they were here. Same thing with down there as well. The grass is really green. That's kind of crazy because what is it, March 10th today, and they've been taking really good care of the grass. I'll give them that. As a guy, like that obviously catches my attention. It looks like they've done a lot of recent landscaping too, because all that pie straw looks fresh. So I don't know if that's just part of their yearly schedule or whatnot, but landscaping's done very well. The porch itself, what we have,
very small.
Oh, it's not very small. We've been on smaller ones, but we've been to many Disney resorts, and this is probably similar to most of the other ones that we've been at before. But you can see there's two chairs. They're a little worn, but you got two chairs here, and then there's a little table that Jack is for whatever reason sitting on, and I don't know what that little black box is over there, but if you know, leave a comment. I'm not really sure, but it's kind of cool because you do have like these these wooden pillars. We also have a pretty nifty view. I can't say that it's like magical or anything like that, but I think just with the sun setting right now, it's about 5:15 p.m. Eastern. So 5:15 right now, sun is setting. So like we got a little bit of like a golden hour going on, and you can. It's kind of nice. It's a little hazy out there right now. I think maybe something to do with the temperature. It does feel a little humid, but either way, like that golden hour, it's really pretty right now. I wish we were higher up to really get a better view of things, but even still, like this is a very pleasant view, especially with some of the like evergreens here that they have set up. Same thing over here. The evergreens go down for a little ways. That's the front back up there. So this an entire view of the room from what I could tell. Oh, and do you know what?
The couch pulls out.
Yeah, I did mention that a couch pulls out. So here, I did not really test the bed. Or Campbell, do you want to test the bed? Is it soft?
Yeah, it's just kind of like hard. Not like it's not that bouncy.
It's not that bouncy,
No,
even
it's
if you
not
jumped
that
on it?
Yeah, it's not that bouncy. See, if you see my feet,
I don't know, you look like you're bouncing to me.
Yeah, I'm bouncing, but my feet don't really come down.
Oh, well, there you go. Kid's review of jumping on the bed. I'm assuming that the pillow is very similar to the other one for the kids. The pillows are comfy. I'll say this, like, the bed to me is actually very soft. It's on the squishy side of soft, and I don't know if that's your thing, but typically whenever I go to a resort or a hotel and I try a new bed, I usually find myself liking that a little bit better, and I sleep well. It might take a day or two before I'm like, this isn't really working for me, but as of right now, it's kind of nice. You sink into it. So I don't know if that's because the comforter itself is new and it's meant to do that, or if it's just a really old mattress and it's just worn in, right? So I don't really know. But this has been like an entire review of the room itself. Whenever I looked on YouTube, I couldn't really find anything that was like showing what this looks like for people. So again, this is the kid camp, so it's not every room is going to be like this, but this is just the room that we chose for the amount of people that we're going to have here, with 3 kids total, then 2 adults. But again, we didn't really see many videos about Great Wolf Lodge here at the Concord, even more specifically, but we haven't seen anything about the room. So wanted to do a real good run through of that for you all to see it, get a good understanding of what to expect here. But This is a very large room. It's a very large room. So I think that you could very comfortable here. So we'll try to post some other videos of like the overall resort, the pool, the lobby, things of that nature too. So look for another maybe part 2 of this whole